Penina Tusime Ampwela. I'm a daughter to Nora Bachemire. That's daughter to Dorothea Kanyera, the late, may her soul rest in peace. Nora Kazara, she gave birth to 8 children. Were 4 girls. 1 girl passed on, 2 girls passed on, and the boys are there.
They tell you have relatives in Chamunga, you have relatives in Chabjimbi, you have relatives in Kashari, you have relatives almost everywhere. Others have migrated, others have stayed.
We are here to know the roots, like the roots, how we came up to be cousins. That's why we are here, and I'm glad about it.
Nabanyetera ijampire and mutabani wa Muhwezi Henry na naye bari Justin abo komoka Kigombe kya Bujimbigara.
It's very important to get to know each other. It's such a small world.
Because most of us, we've spent like years and years without seeing each other. So we decided at least one day, one time, we sit together, we call one another, we see our brothers and sisters that we don't know.
I am by names of Isiga Patience Mahisha.
I am Noel Mahanji, a son to Mr. William Babara.
We are hosted by Tina, one of us.
We are a family of 3.
Families should gather to enhance and strengthen friendship and cohesion of family relationships.
I'm the firstborn, then followed by Peter, and then Philmon.
Kushaba Isaac.
Kukunda Faith, Mariam.
I'm by names of Inevion Arnold, a grandson to Babala William.
Families have to meet because of so many reasons.
So Henry akaba ari mutabani wa Semu Bitakubi na Vangeline izina rindi ryanyeba konka nubababemba muzara. So Vangeline ogwo akari omwe mba siblings very big family yonel hanuya. So we are here because of that big family.
So for us, we hail from Chitwe Chabjimbi because my mother, who was a daughter to the late Dorothea Kayera, by name she was called Anne Nomwana. She also passed on. So that's how we come about to be in this family.
But one major thing is that it enhances the family relationship amongst ourselves. Yeah, and the friendship, the connection, the crisis management. So we just have to be there, be together, celebrate together, achieve together, and we do everything together.
As we have grown up, we are losing our roots. And in so doing, we opted to look for one another.
A daughter to Muyambi Damon and Grace Nisima of Chabjimbi, Nyanga, Igara. A granddaughter to Burimbi Simon and the late Dorothea Kayera of Chabjimbi, Igara.
Our fathers were friends, they knew each other. Some are there, others are not there.
So when this idea came up to get to know each other, like my dad's side, all my cousins, we literally just knew a few of us. So we picked it up and made a WhatsApp group and set dates.
In these times when we had COVID-19 pandemic that ravaged most of us as families and then nations, we were all pushed apart, yet we should be socially so close, and it was so disturbing for families that disintegrated because of the COVID pandemic.
We thought it was important for us to meet and gather
and know each other. We discovered we would meet once in a while, but we didn't know our lineage.
We came to know each other. So, for example, there's my aunties, my uncle that had spent like 10 years without seeing. Now I'm glad, I'm very happy we've met. For sure, I won't forget about this.
It so happened that my grandfather was called Samson Muraro. He was such a very tall, handsome man, and he passed on when I was very young. So an idea came up that our grandfather's side, my dad's side, would actually get to meet and know each other. Why not?
Kugira ngo mwemanye, because evolution nebaho abantu nibazara oshanga mutakwemanya, which is not good. Konka kumukwijaha mwayimanya oguyareta abe. For now tutwija twena konka nimpamya ngombwire bwo misho. Those who have families will come along with them. Abatine ni twentukwija tutazine turutwenka, but then nchirungi munonga kugira ngo mumanyane.
So we thought it was prudent to come all together, celebrate, enjoy, having gone through the tough parts of life. And this would be a sort of a reunification.
Mwemanye generally, because it can happen. Oshanga ngu means that when we are cousins, I fall in love with your daughter or your son, which is not good. So okwemanya kumanyagana.
It's been days. We've been looking up to this day, and I'm so glad we've finally come to meet as cousins. And actually, most of us didn't know each other. We've been hearing about each other through social media, so and so, through some of us, but I'm happy we've finally met, and I think everyone has enjoyed.
We are about 40 cousins, and born from different aunties and uncles. Unfortunately, some of us didn't know the other. So what we did was come together at one of our cousins' home in Makenka Gayaza and get to know each other more. Born in Kajukatoma, Chigaramashema, raised in Kashari, Mogasia Valley Kashari in Barada, but seemingly we seem to have now settled in Kamwema, in Sinjiro. Now we are from that lineage of the late but the great Mr. Muraro of Kaju. But then alongside that line, there are so many other relatives. So us as the grandsons and granddaughters who stay in the premises of Kampala and the environment, we said it is better to get to know each other so that our families can grow better.
But what we are trying to do is avoiding maybe intermarriages. That is one, which is bad. The next issue is we know each other. We fight under one umbrella for success. We don't want to find that we are one working in one community, but you don't know each other. Formerly, this has never been there before. We are meeting new faces, but the faces we have met,
we've laughed, we've had fun, we've eaten, and you know, we can only say aluta continua.
Our grandmom, Madame Dorothea Kayela, she was a beautiful lady. Yeah, that's what I recall about her. Our Shenkru is still there, the scout gentleman. So that is it.
I didn't know some of us, but I'm so happy now that we've met, we've introduced ourselves to each other, and we've come to know each other. So I was surprised, I was shocked by the way by some of us, because most of us didn't know each other.
Oh, what came into my mind? I was so happy, I was so overwhelmed to find everyone as I was expected, because we've been on the group following every day by every day. So I was so happy.
I thank everyone for showing up and feel at home. This is our home. And I thank all my cousins for the friendship, the love. I pray we keep it up.
Who is rated who and where we belong. So it was important for us cousins. We are 39 on the platform. We are still gathering others for us to always meet and share and discuss and have fun once in a while.
And it is so good to meet and know our family, because first it continues the friendship, the bond is stronger, and we are able to progress further than any other thing, because agaterine negative igufa. My childhood, I have most of my memories with the family of the Bachemeri Nora, because after our mother passing on, we were taken in by them, because it's a short while that my dad as well passed on. So we grew up with the Penina, Tina, the host of today, with the Mayas, Agnes, and all the rest. So that's how we grew up. We went to the same schools. It was a lovely home, and it's been great since, until we joined the other cousins.